So this is a 3 million gallon pre-stressed concrete storage tank, and it is going to eventually replace the 2 500,000 gallon steel tanks that were constructed in 1975. So what they're doing here is they're tying it in the piping so that the water that's coming from the Belton water plant can enter this tank, and we can isolate it through this tank, or we could still use the steel tanks for some period of time. Well, our original target was February. We've had some delays with pipe delivery and some other kind of delays with schedule, and so this is the time that we could take this project to do the tie-in, and we have another project that's a few miles east of here where we're replacing about 5,000 feet of 48-inch pipe where we've had all the leaks through the years, and that contract now is ready to do tie-ins on that end. So we're doing one shutdown to accomplish both project completions instead of interrupting service 2 different times. The longevity or useful life of this tank is probably 2 times the longevity of a steel tank. The extra capacity we have here, let me back up. So in the summertime, the retention time, the time the water would stay in those 2 steel tanks, was less than 20 minutes at peak days. And that's a concern for the plant operators, because if these tanks were to go dry, we didn't have enough flow coming into them, then you can have what's called an airlock or vapor lock, and it could cause a big disruption, a pipe break downstream here, and that would take hours or days to repair. So with this tank being 3 million gallons, you have a lot more retention time, even during those peak summer days. So what that means is if you have a power failure, a mechanical failure at the Belton plant, you don't have minutes to respond, you have hours to respond. So there's a resiliency aspect of it. And then plus, like I was saying, the useful life is tremendously better. And these tanks have done a good job for about 50 years, but it's time that they probably be rehabbed and or retired soon.